My hands are nice and moisturized now. You're gonna need a clear ruler when making your bodice, and I'm gonna make a smaller version because for some reason my footage deleted when I was explaining how to make your own pattern, so don't mind this. Okay, so the only reason why I say start from the top of your neck to your upper bust line is so you can see how much you start off with. So from my upper neck to my upper bust line, that's where the apron will start. So this whole paper is the pattern paper. My measurements was 7 inches, so say for instance I'm gonna go 7 inches down. So on the pattern paper you're gonna do it on the side because you're gonna divide your measurements from your waist, hip, and shit like a Barbie. Okay, bust, waist, and hip. You're gonna divide that by 4 to make the side of your pattern paper for my measurements, or based off of your measurements. So say you're 8 inches, 10 inches, you have a long neck, I don't fucking know. But my neck from, like I said, right under that chin to my upper bust line was 7 inches. So I'm gonna go down 7 inches. And then that's my upper bust line. That's where that starts. So, boom. Now we're gonna start with the bust. Then you're gonna measure your upper bust line to your nipple for men or female, whoever's making this. So say for instance mine's is, I can take a ruler. This is my ruler. I take my ruler to my upper bust line, which is not far, so say for like a tube top to your nipple, I'ma just say off a lucky guess 3.5 inches. To be on the safe side, I can do 3 inches. So you go down from your upper bust line to your nipple, well, to your bust line, and that's 3 inches. So your bust line is there. Okay, and then I'm gonna mark this dot so you can see it. From my bust to your waist, my bust to my waist was 8 inches, so you're gonna measure downwards from your bust line to your waist, which is at your waistline is at your belly button all around. So going straight down from your bust line to your waist, take those measurements in inches. So mine was 8. I'm gonna go down 8. Put that waistline. Okay, now from your waist to your hip, measure that. So your belly button to the middle of your butt. Mine's is 7 inches, so I'm gonna go down 7 inches. And that's my waist. Okay, and then from your upper bust line all the way down to the top of your knees, you need to measure, or however long you want to make the apron. So if you don't have a person to measure you, what you would do is start from your upper bust line, which is right at the top of what that apron, the heart, will start at, all the way down to your upper knee. And if you don't have a person, what you would do is start from your upper bust line and then make your way to your waistline, hold it, drop the top, and you're still going to be holding the measurement from your waistline, and naturally see where it falls. And you can bend and see it more than trying to like measure from your upper bust line, because if you move down and you look down, it will mess up the measurements. So you need to hold it halfway through, drop the top, and see where it lands at, and just give yourself some grace and extra little inches. You don't need a lot. You have your measurements from lengthwise. Now you need to figure out width. So for my measurements, from my upper bust line was 33 inches, right? 33 inches. You're going to divide your measurements by 4. and you're gonna get what you got. Mine was 8.25, so 8.25 inches equals 8.5 inches, so 8 inches and a half. Okay, and your waistline, well, my waistline or your waistline, mine was 30, so I divided by that 4, and I got 7.5 inches. And then my hip was, take your ruler across your pattern paper. Mind you, you're just going to look more life size. And you're going to go over that, and you can do this with your tape measurement. So your upper bust line was 8.5. You're going to go 8.5 on that ruler. So you see what that 8 point, well, no. Yeah, 8.25, 0. So 8 inches and a quarter. And then you're going to make a dot where that is. My bust line was 34 divided by 4, which was 8.5. That was that 8.5 I was talking about. So then you're going to take your 8.5, dot that. And then you're going to take your waist. And so on, so on. It's 38. So divide that by 4, you get 9.9 and a half. But you see I'm running off, so for YouTube purposes, we're gonna act like that's 9.5 there. Oh well. So you're gonna take that ruler, you see where your upper bust line, match that with the let me do this in pencil. Match that with the dot for the upper bust line, because it has to really match up with the length measurements, you know. And then you have your bust line, and you need to figure out how long you was doing it. I'm just gonna draw this line anywhere because this is a smaller version of what the pattern will look like. Okay, not the neatest, but if you're having a hard problem on how to draw the heart as big as you want, you can start at the hip. We'll start at the waist. So if you don't want curves and you don't know how to sew curves, that is fine. You don't have to make your apron have curves on the edges. I did that because I wanted that effect. So you're going to take your waistline. You can always make a straight down apron. I wanted more curvage and more vivacious curving on it. So you're going to take that waistline and you're going to come a little down and meet up with the hip. It's not going to be perfect because this is not the real pattern. And then at your waistline, then you get to play with adding that curve. Get there, you can finally add the heart. But you see how this is like very small, so none of it's really gonna add up on this like little paper. But I promise, once you do it on the paper, and then you're gonna do a straight line. But mind you, when you do that heart, so say for instance, right here. When you start that heart, make sure you have a line and then go into the heart. Don't just automatically start the curve, because then you're going to have to worry about that curve while sewing, and it's also not going to look right. You want to go into a line, then start the heart. And always, even if your measurement, the end of your measurement starts there, is your upper bust line, then your bust line starts here, then your waist starts here. Give yourself some grace. Okay? Make a couple more lines. It's okay to mess up because you're using this with pencil and you're going to clean up the edges. Guys, this whole time I could have recorded without it being plugged in. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's the pattern fully out. That's the pattern fully out, as you can see. And what I did was I just always make sure I put extra around the given pieces what I was showing y'all. Like around here, you can see where I did the marking where my exact measurements are, but then you see the outside where I added more. And here's the bust line, the upper bust line, bring it down waist, hip, and that's the length. And I put all my lines and stuff. And then what I did was I took the fabric and I tested it out to make sure that everything was nice, and around here was a little big. So what I did was I folded it again, and on the real fabric, I folded the real fabric back in half. And I just kept chipping off little by little until I got the size I wanted for the apron. Mind you, I was also thinking about intake when you hem, so also keep that in mind. And once I figured out how I wanted the pattern to look, because once you fold it out, this will be a full piece, I went back, folded the fabric, put it on top of the pattern paper, and so say if I cut, so say for instance, I put the fabric back on the pattern, and this is how much I wanted it shortened. The fabric would be on top, and I just cut the pattern, so next time I want to make another one, it's just the size and shape of how I wanted it originally, trying to perfect the pattern, if that makes sense. Heart pattern is just rolled up, and I just took my hand and I just dragged the heart over it to make sure the pocket fits my hand. So yeah. Okay, and this is the final piece of it fully sewn on, and I gotta cut the string on the end, but that's how it looks. This is the first pocket, and then I'm gonna just do the second one. You really can't see it unless like you're looking, but other than that, it's really cute. Okay, those are the hard pockets. That's the waist tie. You see how I did it, and this stitching is so cute. You just had to fuck it up, haven't you? Had to fuck it up. This stitching is so cute. Really the cutest. And I had to ruffle it at the top because it's a curve. I didn't really show too much when I was sewing it, but I hemmed it, just like single stitched hemmed it, and then when you get to the curves, you know, you just cut an inch on the curve. So like, let me show you. So like, once you get to a curve, you just make slits, all even slits. Don't worry about that. It's not like, and then it eases up the tension and curves. Just look up how to sew curves on YouTube, and they'll explain it better than I did. Mommy dearest is here to slay. Okay? So, this is the outfit, how it finally came out. Okay, don't mind the anticlimactic outfit, especially with the shirt. Wait, can you see my texture? Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna make today is raspberry and apple pie. So, clench onto your pearlies, girls, and let's get started. So you're gonna need a bag of Granny Smith green apples, and then some raspberries. I have mine frozen so they can last longer. We're going to put these in vinegar water so they can clean. Raspberry defrost. We're going to be peeling these apples, so I'll be back with that. Get a bowl. And we're just going to, I don't even know if this is in your focus. I made you some white vinegar. Let's splash in there, and then we're going to let that defrost while we peel the apples. I'll get back to you. And then I'm gonna dice my apples. I'm not gonna slice them. I only slice them when I'm doing decorations in the pot, like a flower. And I'm gonna keep these two to share and eat. But we're gonna cut these and dice them, and then we're gonna go clean off the raspberries next. Should look something like this. Pot is full. Now we're gonna rinse these raspberries off and put them in a pot. So we're gonna put the raspberries in there. Only need one pack because they're gonna get smashed and stuff. A spoon of choice. I'm gonna like mainly just season it like regular apple pie, and then if you want to add lemon, you can, and it will bring out the raspberry flavor more. Right now I just don't have lemons, and we're going to put butter in there, but right now I'm just going to season first. Some allspice, some cinnamon sugar, but we're running low, so ground cinnamon and just put some sugar. A little dash of vanilla, black people dash, black dash. I need some sugar, and then some brown sugar. Some honey to drizzle on the top before you lay the crust on. I'm just gonna add some. And this is not a video on how to teach you how to cook. This is how to teach you how to look good while you're cooking. Okay, so don't make the mishap like, oh, you're doing this wrong. You're not giving the measurements. Babes, when you're like used to, if you're coming here learning how to make apple pie, this is the wrong video. And we're gonna add the last bit of brown sugar, humorous amount of vanilla extract, get some allspice, wipe the rest. We're gonna use a generous amount of sugar. And get some butter. I would say like 1/4. It's like a cube. Pop that in there. And I'm gonna just keep it on the side just in case I need a little bit more. on some low heat, medium to lowish, kind of like a low medium. Yeah. And then while that butter melts, it's gonna make that brown sugar. Like, okay, don't judge my mixing because I'm like holding the camera and mixing. But like you see how it's like getting broken up. So that's why you really only need 1 pack. But if you love raspberries, just add 2 packs if you want more of a raspberry taste. Mind you doing this with onions. And this is how it looks all blended, and we're just gonna wait for that butter at the bottom to melt. And while that's simmering and cooking, we're gonna start prepping the dough. I'm going to butter and spread the pan to make sure it doesn't stick. And use your pie crust of any choice. And we're going to need a paring knife or a heart cookie cutter. If you don't have a heart cookie cutter, I'm going to show you because I don't have one. We do it the hard way here. Just get to the neck. Not frozen, so keep it in the refrigerator. And then you take it from this side and just roll it on. It should look like this. Okay, we're gonna cut hearts. So I can't like make it any more simpler than that. Cut you some hearts, babes. Around, I don't like wasting, so I like to start at the edges first. They don't really have to be neat hearts, guys. They just need to look like a heart at least. At the bottom, and then just spread this out evenly. So let's do the egg wash and let's get it in the oven. Now that you have your egg wash mix, dress the top like so. Okay, lightly put this on because you don't want it to stick to the top. That is good enough for last. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay, like my scissors, like my pearls. into the pie hot, so it's going to be a little gooey. And once it cools off, it does get stiffer, so it slices more neater than how I'm about to slice this. That's what I'm talking about. That being said, I hope you liked my video. Like and subscribe. Hope you make this pie and try to follow along with the tutorial to make this apron. Please tag me in all my information. I'll put it below. Tag me on TikTok and Instagram. I would love to see how yours turn out if this video does get traction. With all that being said, love you guys. See you later and see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay cunty. Love you.